Strafe is a roguelike first-person shooter developed by Pixel Titans and published by Devolver Digital. It features a graphical style reminiscent of PC games released in the late 90s, paired with tough first-person shooter gameplay. There are 4 zones, each containing 3 levels. The levels are randomised in that there is a beginning and an end, but what lies between them changes from playthrough to playthrough. The game also features a horde mode titled Murder Zone, with 2 additional modes planned post-release: Speed Zone, a speedrunning game mode, and Strafe Zone, a daily challenge mode. The high-level mechanics of Strafe's campaign remind me the most of Spelunky. You move through a level collecting equipment and defeating enemies, and when you die, that's it. There are no save games, and the only form of progression is the unlockable teleporters in each new zone. But you'll have to build them by finding and delivering parts to the end of the zone, or purchasing the parts with in-game money. The game can be tough. There are no difficulty settings, and the enemies chip away at your health and shields, meaning you'll have to spend scrap or find food dispensers to replenish your shields and health. The level of difficulty is not unwelcome, as you gain a sense of achievement as you get better at the game and clear previously difficult areas. Strafe plays a tight game of area control. The game starts with you choosing your primary weapon: shotgun, assault rifle, or railgun. You pick others up along the way, but your primary weapon will be your go-to for most situations. You are simultaneously harassed by melee and ranged units, while rarer enemies will splash acid over the floor, denying you precious room to move. But this can be mitigated, as killing enough enemies in an area has a chance to spray blood everywhere, removing the acid. The game is fond of opening monster closets in previously completed rooms when you reach certain points, so you'll need to keep an eye behind you as well. Even though the game is difficult, I wouldn't call it unfair. The game performs well technically. The controls are responsive, and the only performance issues I've noticed are slight hitches when loading the next level, but the developer is aware of this and has plans to address it prior to release. I haven't seen any crashes, although I've been shot through doors and through elevators a couple of times. The user interface lets the game down a little. There is a map, but it's difficult to use, and pulling it up while moving made me a little motion sick. The tutorial explains the most important UI elements, but a lot of the game is left to self-discovery, and like Spelunky, you'll probably have to play through a few times before you understand what everything means. There are control presets to choose from for both keyboard and controller players. There is auto-aim, but it can be switched off if preferred. While you can scroll the mouse wheel to select weapons, I would have liked the ability to select weapons by number as well, as the game auto-equips weapons when you pick them up. The graphical options are a little basic. There are options for VSync and anti-aliasing. Strafe allows you to set your field of view, with the lower end being 80 and the upper end being 95. The soundtrack from musician Toy Tree suits the game nicely, with low-key chill-out tunes on your ship and adrenaline-pumping tracks in the game. The game has great sound effects, but some of them can seem a bit muddied at times. I'm still not sure what sound each enemy makes. Tonally, the game is very tongue-in-cheek. It wears its inspirations on its sleeves, and everything from the FMV tutorial to the weird secrets referencing other indie games help set the tone for an entertaining experience. With all this in mind, I give Strafe 4 out of 5 stars.